today with the beautiful Shontelle Dubois. She was my personal trainer a few months ago, and most recently, as you can see, I got my Dubois belt. And we'll talk more about this. I love the waist training game, and I've tried so many different trainers, but I think this one is it. So we're gonna jump right into it, guys. I'm gonna introduce you to Shontelle Dubois. She's a personal trainer currently located in Vaughan, and she had a few other locations as well that you might know about. So we're going to talk about her journey and to from where she came from to where she is now and what is yet to come. So, Shontelle, how's it going?
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so tell people a little bit about, who you are.
So my name is Shontelle Dubois. I'm a certified personal trainer. Personal training kind of fell into my lap. It's not something that I could say I dreamed about or I planned on becoming. But when I was in a car accident, there was 7 cars in the accident. I was rushed to the emergency room, and from that situation I had to do 3 years of rehab to regain full mobility. And in the process of doing that, I ended up gaining a lot of weight because I was on a lot of painkillers and anti-inflammatories and all that. So I weighed the heaviest I've ever been, which was 245 pounds. And I was a full-blown binge eater. I was super depressed. My life was going nowhere very, very quickly. Let's just put it that way. So I decided enough is enough, and I ended up losing a total of 105 pounds to get to the weight that I'm at now. Yeah, voila.
Jeez, you know what? Before she continues, let's just jump right into the interview. So my first question is kind of about your slogan. So her slogan, for those of you that don't know, is "Because I Care." And for me, it's like somebody that loves to give back and is compassionate and wants to help people. You'd think that they're a healthcare provider in the medical field or a teacher. So why a personal trainer? I mean, you could have done so many other things because you just have it in you.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, I made an Instagram page to reach out to other people who have been in car accidents before.
That's where it started?
Yeah, that's how it started. So there's a lot of mental trauma that goes on, especially from trying to rehab yourself back to full good health. And while posting my experience in the car accident and the rehab process, a lot of people were in my DMs asking me, "How did you lose weight? How did you lose weight?" And I'd be like, "Leave me alone. I'm trying to reach out to these people, not you." And at that point, personal training wasn't in my mind at all. But then I got fired from my job, and I was also
the turning point.
Yeah, this is it. So I was served with an eviction notice as well because I was behind 3 months of my rent. And at the time my mentor was just train. And I was looking for other receptionist jobs, and no one would call me back, no one hired me. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna train. So I went in the stairwells of my
Sorry. That leads us into the next question.
Okay, sorry.
So basically with her journey, she started from training as she got to this point in the story in the stairwells. Then she went to subletting a studio space where she had another facility, and then now she has her own studio, which you guys can nicely come into and just see her entire vision. So I mean, you accomplished so much with just even what you just kind of shed light on, and because I know your story as well, it's just such a transition of just seeing you grow. So I know you hit personal goals, because guys, she just said she lost over 100 pounds. I mean, what? You know what I mean? So it's doable, and that's the thing I realized with you. It's all about goal setting, because I personally trained with her, and there was goals that I had, and everybody's body type and mindset is different when it comes to addressing personal training. So how do you feel hitting your personal goals is an achievement? It's always ongoing, but your business goals, wow.
Yeah, the whole process has been 2 years so far, from being in the stairwells to owning my own studio. And for me, I think I became so passionate about helping other people that the goals kind of just took off on its own. So the more passionate I got about helping other people and transforming them, then my goals were just being, attained. And then I'd be like, you know what, one day I want to have my own studio. But then I'm so busy concentrating on other people and helping them that within a year after thinking that, I had my own studio. So it's the more I gave back and the more I helped, the more I received, without even realizing how fast things are going, you know?
And that's important. That's the thing about setting a goal versus a dream, right?
Yeah.
We all dream, we all want to be rich, we all want to do this, but the thing about what her journey is goal setting. You have to have the right formula and strategy. You have to have objectives that are, the smart, like attainable, things like that. So you have to have the right steps in place to do this. And it's not easy. Like being a small business owner in 2018, it is not. There are so many barriers and challenges. So like, how competitive is it being a personal trainer with so many other personal trainers in the city, international, worldwide, competing with, trying to get clients, trying to keep up with different products, innovations and all these things, and even trainers trying to infiltrate other trainers. Like, how do you remain, unbothered? Or like, how do you remain kind of like resilient?
Well, when I was in the stairwells, I was made fun of the most I've ever been made fun of in my life. And I actually had trainers reach out to me, some who I knew very well, and some I've never heard of them before, but
they always pop up.
Yeah, they would message me and be like, what you're doing is unsanitary or like, you know what I mean?
Judgmental.
Yeah, very
providing a solution.
Yeah. But so because I went through that experience and it was coming in so often, it built me stronger so the criticism I receive now, it's like, it doesn't affect me literally at all. I'm used to
You have your own space. Yeah. What can they say to you?
No, well, I don't know, like, because I'm making people lose on average 30 pounds a month, a lot of people think that's unheard of. Natural weight loss, what we're told is 2 pounds a week, right?
But it depends on the body type, because if you have clients that are a little bit more heavy set, then 30 pounds is more achievable than somebody who has a smaller frame with a less density of fat in their stomach or whichever area they're trying to lose it.
But even like at the largest clients, they say like 10 to maybe 20 pounds like a max is what you can lose in a month. And my clients are losing like 30, 40 pounds in a month, right?
So there you go, that's facts. You're doing it and seeing it live versus some statistic. Where are people going to find these sources? At Google? We all know like the internet says things, but it's also generalization, right? There's so many stereotypes of certain things out there online, but if you have something that you're seeing proven results, then it's almost like people need to come to see it to believe it.
Yeah, and I don't know, I think a lot of trainers don't believe in my program. I guess because maybe they haven't taken my program or they don't know exactly what it is I'm doing. So there's a lot of talk out there that like I give them fat burners. I do not. There's a lot of talk that like, you know what I mean? I'm just making them take some type of supplement or something to aid in their weight loss. Or some people think I feed my clients like a rabbit, like carrots and celery. I do not.
And there's ways that people can go and get stuff, but that's their choice. But from me giving my first-hand testimony, I was never given any additive, nor recommended to get any additive to add to my so-called like weight transformation or weight loss. Like that was not a part of it.
Yeah, everything's completely natural in my program. There's absolutely nothing. Whatever you can.
If somebody wants to add something extra to their water aside from what she said, then that's them.
Yeah.
You added waist trainers as a new additive to your program. Like, how has that like enhanced the workout experience?
Well, for me, I was never big on waist trainers because they have the boning in it, so you would get a lot of bruising, like in the areas at the top where the bonings are, and it was so tight and it would create a crease in the middle and it'd be hard and it would hurt, and the whole thing with compressing your internal organs and all that sort of thing. So but I noticed a lot of my clients were always wearing these waist trainers.
So why not?
So I started researching products, right? So for me, I like sweat belts. You know what I mean? What it is you sweat in your midsection, you use water retention. But I didn't like the flimsy ones and the loose ones, and so this product came out. They reached out to me and they asked me if I would like to be a brand ambassador for them. And before I fully went forward with it, I did thorough research, and I also demonstrated it on me and 3 other clients for 2 months to make sure that it does what it says it's going to do, which is sweat a lot in the midsection, and then after frequent use, it also aids in cinching in your waist.
Cinching meaning giving you that hourglass.
Yeah, but it doesn't happen just like this, right? You gotta drink lots of water, you gotta work out with it, and my belts you wear when you work out, so it's not actually a waist trainer, it's more like a sweat belt, but it just covers the whole region that most sweat belts don't. So most sweat belts are like here, this one goes all the way up and all the way down, yeah. and it goes nice and low. So it holds everything in, and it also helps with your posture when performing a lot of workouts as well.
We look quite busty, guys, so if you're wondering, we're both wearing bras.
Yeah, and it does that too.
It helps you be very full.
Yes.
So you have to be mindful. You might want to.
So a lot of the women who have like sagging breasts and that sort of thing, it helps with it. So once you put it on, it actually naturally just lifts your breasts.
And the bra will just make it.
Yeah, exactly, and it'll sit up. So a lot of women like it for that. And if you are a mother and you have stretch marks and you always see those cute outfits with like the bra and the pants, you can never wear that because your midsection has stretch marks. So now when you wear the belt, you can wear a cute like bra and just the pants and not have to worry about your stretch marks showing or your big belly. So now you can wear the cute outfits.
I think you're very transparent. When it comes to even training, you mentioned that you also sometimes binge eat and that, that makes it real. A lot of trainers on TV, they're ripped. They're probably on some stuff as well. And it's like you never see their flawed moments, and you never see anything that says they actually are not, who they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I like that you also show your journey. You'll binge eat and then you'll lose the weight and then you'll do it again just to even go through the journey with your clients. Like, how important is it for you to remain like transparent like that, where you show, sometimes I could take a selfie and my stomach's a little bit bigger. I'm not always tone guys. Like,
it's important to me to be very, very realistic because Because I Care is all about. So there's a lot of people who are already fit, or they were like, smaller, and now they have popping abs, and you know what I mean? Sometimes they give the false impression to average people that the way they look is attainable. So come work with me.
Because they're already
at that point, right? But they never really walk that journey of being a binge eater or being 245 pounds.
Or having that extra belly fat for like so long.
Yeah, or being a mother with the extra, post-pregnancy belly and that sort of thing. So for me, I wanted people to know I'm real. So I'm relatable and I understand what they're going through. So when you come to my program, one of the reasons why I think my program is so successful is because I did everything to myself first, with all my problems, with all my stress, with all my physical problems. Even my car accident, I have a lot of injuries, and I still was able to transform myself. So a lot of my clients coming into the program, they're like, she went through it, and then I have the pictures and the video and all that stuff to prove it. So you know what I mean? I transformed myself naturally because of problems that I was going through. And most clients that are looking for a trainer, they have the same problems, right? They don't have the I want to bodybuild, so I'm going to gain weight on purpose to build muscle mass, then lose it, right? They get big because they become binge eaters or whatever. So,
and you're not afraid to take a selfie if your belly's hanging out.
No, I'm not.
This is what I love, is that on your page is all about people's before and after. People seeing an image of somebody's transition, and that's what makes it more real. Instead of, I think, a lot of the commercial on TV, you'll see somebody so huge and then you'll just see this. Whereas your clients are just, you know what I mean?
I show the gradual transition of them so that you're able to see, it wasn't big one day and then skinny the next day.
And the thing is, a lot of people think your transformations are fake.
I know. I mean, it's so... I take it as a compliment.
Because it's almost like, come and try my program and then you'll see.
Yeah.
Come and pay me. Pay for the program, the process. Invest in yourself.
Yeah.
Follow my rules.
Yeah.
And you tell me if it's fake.
Yeah.
I think that's a good challenge.
I just got used to it. And now I accept it as a compliment. Before, it bothered me a little bit because I put so much energy, blood, sweat, and tears into my clients. I message you guys nonstop. I'm on you.
I'm into it, guys.
Yeah. So to know that I put so much work into somebody that I'm so proud to show their transformation, and then what I receive from the outside is negativity. It's like, are you guys kidding me? I put so much work into this. But for me, I understand that there's not a lot of people who are getting these type of results consistently, right? So I understand why somebody will look at my page and be like, no way, because they're comparing me to, I guess, what's out there. But I always say I'm ordained in this field, and I never grew up religious or that much with God. So for me to say I'm ordained in this field, I'm ordained. So this calling found me. I didn't find it, and I feel like this is truly my calling, and you know what I mean. I'm just being me, being
You're
genuine.
passionate.
Yeah, I'm very passionate about transforming people.
So guys, you gotta do the Dubois challenge. If you don't believe her results are real, if you think this program is rigged, then you know what? Invest in yourself, do her program, and then the results will speak for itself.
It's true.
There's no money guarantee that. But I'm just saying, you gotta do what you gotta do. If you want to test it out for yourself and make sure that you can maybe lose, a certain amount of weight or get a certain image in 30 days, then she's offering her challenge.
Yeah, I offer it to anybody. My program is 100% real. There's no taboo behind it. Come and take the Dubois challenge, and I'll get you transformed.
There you go. Yeah. So, with everybody you trained, who was your biggest, memorable, client? Biggest that resonates with you that you're like, oh my gosh, I've been touched forever.
Honestly, I have many. There's so many I can recall. But there was one lady who was in a car accident. And her son unfortunately passed away in the car accident. And she had broken her hip, her hand, she has foot replacement, back, spinal injuries, a bunch of stuff. And on day one, she walked in with a walker and she could barely walk.
And she wanted to train.
And when I seen her, I was like, whoa, what happened?
Did your doctor let you come to my
Yeah, I'm like,
get that approved?
It was so bad. And everybody she was holding on to everybody. She couldn't stand on her own to do the exercises. She'd go to somebody and hold them, So I was like, you know what? And literally within a week, she walked in here without a walker. And everybody was crying. This is when people are here, my clients can tell you, they would be bawling seeing her because they're like, how are you walking in here without a walker after a week? And literally, after a month, she was running. Full-blown running.
You were her physio times 10.
Yeah.
Giving her that.
And this is all in 30 days, and she was walking with a walker. You know what I mean? And I seen her start to open up her mind more. Losing her son in the car accident is a big ordeal, As a mother, I can't imagine how painful that is. So I helped her emotionally and psychologically to help her get over it. And you can see the change in her attitude right away just from joining the program. So I would say that's one of my most memorable, but there's so many. I have a lot of clients actually who have high blood pressure or even diabetes, and after doing my program, literally in 30 days it's gone. Diabetes completely gone. I have a girl who has fibromyalgia who walks with a cane, and her too was running in here and I posted on my Instagram, she's full blown running and she walks with a cane,
It's a mental thing because you have that personality because you care. You're driving them to feel that mental strength, and that's what it is. It's a mind over matter thing.
100%.
Because you care so much, you get the person to realize that, look where I'm coming from.
Yeah, I've been there. So nothing you walk through my door and tell me about yourself I haven't experienced. I've been there and I understand. So when you come here, there's no woe is me. It's let's work.
You've seen it all.
Yeah.
There's rarely that you might think, okay, I can't do this, but there really isn't anything you can't offer somebody.
I've never looked at somebody and didn't feel like I could transform them yet. I've been successful in all of them.
And I like it because your transformation is not about having a six-pack and these and muscular. It's about feeling healthy, being healthy. You have trainers sometimes that are maybe trying to infiltrate your programs. You have people sending, negative messages. You have people believing there's fake stuff going on, or there's jungle juice maybe given around to people. Who knows? There's so many different things that are coming at you all at once, and you don't have enough on your plate as it is. What's the motivation to keep these doors open and just keep everybody feeling like I'm here for you?
Yeah. My motivation really is, to be honest, I go to the stairwells a lot.
Were you used to train?
Yeah, I'm not lying. Yeah, I go to the stairwells. And when I'm having a really bad day, it's usually when I'm getting a lot of negativity in my DMs or trainers. I hear trainers said this and that about me. I'll go to the stairwells and I'll just sit and I just get a bunch of motivation right there. It's almost like
environmental. You go back to
100%. And then my daughter's always with me. If you see my Instagram, she's always behind me. Even when I'm not taking her, she's right there, And she'll sit right there on the stairwells with me and we'll talk. And she sees so much. She was next to me the whole time throughout that journey. So a lot of my motivation is her. I want her to grow up with the lifestyle that I didn't necessarily have, and with certain principles and understandings that I didn't grow up with. And I want her to be successful at a young age.
You want her to see that strength of a woman.
1,000%.
Not even just a mother, but like when the going gets tough, you gotta get going. You gotta work with what you have, even if it's not much. Because stairwell to own studio.
I know. Yeah.
What can I say?
I teach her a lot that you have to see a gem in a rough. Right? So the stairwell, a lot of people would never think to turn a stairwell into their own personal gym, and I did that for a year and a little over a year. So I try to teach her, like, no matter what you have access to or how little bit of money you have to look at what you have and think further than what's right there. Yeah, and you'll see you can make a big something out of nothing, right? Which is what I did from the stairwell. So
you have so many avenues of training. So I mean, somebody cannot feel deterred to not want to come to you. They're intimidated of going to the actual facility and working out, and you can offer them, some private stuff.
Viral training, And I am a sold out trainer now.
Sold out.
Yeah, completely.
Did you guys hear that? I see that on cars. I see that on lots. Sold out, this and that. Tickets.
Yeah.
Wow. So in regards to your training program, you have so many avenues of training, whether it be online, whether it be in person, or you actually do, I think, house calls.
Yeah, viral training and home clients as well.
Home clients, so I mean, like, you're very versatile. Like, there's no reason why somebody can't be trained by you physically in person or, virally.
Yeah.
So what do you want your potential new clients, new audiences, and people out there to know about your whole training experience? It's very flexible. I can speak on your behalf for that. But like, what would you want them to know? Like, how comfortable should they feel even coming to have a consultation with you?
Yeah, so what I want you to know is that by you coming here, you're telling me that you're ready for a lifestyle change, right? I'm not gonna hold your hand and baby you, as my clients will tell you, so it's straight to the point, right? So upon coming in, you're gonna be very honest and open with me. That's the only way I can really help you and transform the way my program has for other people. So you let me know everything you need to let me know about you. Sometimes I end up talking to my clients like 2 hours just because they're going through something and they need a little bit of coaching. And then I'm going to give you a realistic program, idea of what your program is going to consist of, right?
Meal plan or meal prep.
Meal plan.
We offer that flexibility.
Yes, meal prep. I'll cook for you if you need that.
Our food is so good.
Thank you.
I want to, before you continue, I chose the meal plan items where I bought what she recommended and I prepared it. And I'm no chef, but I tried one of her dishes and I'm just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's good. I'm sold out every week with that as well, so that's going really well, and I have hopes to open my own meal prep kitchen in a year. So that's in the works.
Very achievable. It's gonna be there, guys. Just line up.
And my juice bar will be open next month, so look out for that. But when people come in, I just, you know what I mean? We just sit and talk. It's not like your average gym, write this down, and I formulate a calculation. We're gonna talk, and we're gonna figure you out, and then we're gonna come up with a program that's customized to you. So that's why if you share your program with somebody else, it may not work for her.
Because I'm not in a position to do that.
Exactly.
I'm not the trainer.
Exactly. And my meal plan, some people have pasta on their meal plan. Some people do have shrimp. Some people have steak.
I wanted the shrimp.
I know. Some people have rice. Some people don't. So, you know what I mean? So it just depends on what your goals are, what you express to me you're going through, and your daily lifestyle. Where do you work? Are you up 12 hours a day? Do you work 8-hour shift? Is it strenuous? Do you burn a lot of calories at work? All those things will contribute to how I make your meal plan. And then I give you an idea of what type of workouts I'll be putting you through, and then I'll let you know what to expect per 30 days. So not everybody will be transformed exactly in 30 days.
45 days or 60
90 days, 120, even if it's 5 months, it doesn't matter. But you will get the best results at the fastest, comfortable time here in this program. Yeah.
No, that's amazing, guys. I mean, there's just so much more that you can experience when you do your one-on-one with her. And I mean, the meal plans, I mean, she offers the food, she offers the training, she offers the physical space to actually train. So I mean, what more could you really want? And she gives you time. As many clients as she has, she'll still message you back. And I mean, what?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's all business. I mean, it's about investing in yourself. It's about knowing that you're trying to make a transition. and that she's the boss. Literally, when you come to these doors, and it is, it's like I can't tell her, you know, Shontelle, like I kind of want to try this.
Yeah, no.
It won't work. I mean, there's, you know, substitutions you can do with different things. You know, certain meats can be substituted and stuff, but like you have to follow the rules. Because if I came in here saying I want to work on my stomach, I can't eat all those things or drink all that pop or all those other things. And if you have habits, if you drink or smoke, like these will affect your diet.
With what she's saying, I will refund your money and turn you away if you come in like that. So this isn't a money grab for me. As much as, of course, we all want to be successful financially and what have, but it's not a money grab for me. I'm passionate about transforming people. So if you come in with that, with an attitude, like I get a lot of people that come in, one girl, I'm like, hi, I'm Shontelle, welcome. She's like, I know who you are. I'm like, ooh. Like, okay.
Right away. That's
and it continued like that the whole session, you know? And towards the end of the session, she was like, you know, I'm rude because I think your program's fake, but I want to get transformed, so I'm going to try it. Wow. And stuff like that. Or if you come in and you're like, well, I want you to transform me, but I want this has to go on my diet and I need to take this and I, you know what I mean? Those type of attitudes or whatever.
You can't come dictate to a treatment.
I will refund your money and be like, you know, come back when you're ready to do my program. So that's why I say trust the process. All my clients talk about it. You have to come in here and just trust my process and go through it and block out anything else you've ever been told. Not that it's wrong, because it may not be, but it's just at my studio we're doing it my way, and then that's how I know how to transform you, and then when you leave me, you can do whatever you like.
And some things will stick because I still drink my water with cucumber
stuff
in it. And like, you know, if I get tempted, if I don't know what to eat sometimes or whatever, I will just kind of go to, okay, yeah, she's telling me this.
Yeah.
It sticks, right? So
develop good habits. Yeah, that, and it'll go down onto your kids and your kids' kids. And
I drink the smoothie all the time, honestly. Like, I mean, there's just so many things you take away from it. You don't just pay your money and do the program and that's it. I mean, the longevity of the fitness routine will stick, the whole plan, you know, the meal plan, preparation, eating healthier, and just the mindset you have about like, this is what this person helped me attain, or I got to experience this. Even if you get back bigger or you gain weight or whatever, the goal is you still tried something, and that's what it is. So everybody, this is Shontelle Dubois. She's located in Vaughan. This is her fitness studio. I mean, this is her home, her home away from home, her second home, and it could be yours too for training purposes, and just to even come and figure out how you can change your mind. Because sometimes that's where it starts before you can actually change your body.
100%.
So guys, it's Shontelle Dubois. Make sure you contact her. Contact her, get a consultation. You have nothing to lose but the fact.
Yeah, I like that.
Right?
Hey.
Nothing to lose but the fact. So click like on this video, click subscribe, and make sure you
get the doorbell.
Exactly. See? We're modeling. All right, bye guys.